Mother Teresa is a household name. But who was this blessed woman? Mother Teresa is a household name for her good works. But many people don't know much about her beyond nun who helped the poor. Agnes Gonkser Bujaksu was born August 26, 1910, in Macedonia to a financially comfortable Albanian family. They owned houses, one of which they lived in. Her father died when she was 8, ending her family's financial security. Agnes was fascinated with missionaries from an early age, and by 12 she knew that she would commit herself to a religious vocation. When she was 18, Agnes left home and joined the Sisters of Loreto in Rathfarnham, Ireland. Although she lived to be 87, she never saw her mother or sister again after the day she left for Ireland. After a year learning English in Ireland, Agnes transferred to the Sisters of Loreto Convent in Darjeeling, India. She took her vows as a nun in 1931, choosing the name Teresa to honor Saints Teresa of Lisieux and Teresa of Avila. Teresa of Lisieux, the patron saint of Australia, is also the patron of missionaries, florists, and AIDS sufferers, among others. Spain's patron saint, Teresa of Avila, is also the patron of religious orders and lacemakers. Sister Teresa began teaching history and geography in Calcutta at St. Mary's, a high school for the daughters of the wealthy. She remained there for 15 years and enjoyed the work, but was distressed by the poverty she saw all around her. In 1946, Teresa traveled to Darjeeling for a retreat. It was on that journey that she realized what her true calling was. I heard the call to give up all and follow Christ into the slums to serve him among the poorest of the poor. It took 2 years of preparation before she was able to begin doing the work she felt compelled to do. She needed to receive permission from the Sisters of Loreto to leave the order, while retaining her vows as well as permission from the Archbishop of Calcutta to live and work among the poor. She also prepared by taking a nursing course. In 1948, Sister Teresa set aside her nun's habit, adopting instead the simple sari and sandals worn by the women she would be living among, and moved to a small rented hovel in the slums to begin her work. Teresa's first year in the slums was particularly hard. She was used to a life of comparative comfort, and now she had no income and no way to obtain food and supplies other than begging. She was often tempted to return to convent life and had to rely on her determination and faith to get herself through it. One of her first projects was to teach the children of the poor, drawing on her experience with teaching the children of the rich. She didn't have any equipment or supplies this time, but she taught them to read and write by writing in the dirt with sticks. In addition to promoting literacy, Teresa taught the children basic hygiene. She visited their families, inquiring about their needs and helping provide for them when she could. Word began to spread about Mother Teresa's good works, and soon she had other volunteers wanting to help. By 1950, she was able to start the Mission of Charity, a congregation dedicated to caring for the hungry, the naked, the homeless, the crippled, the blind, the lepers, all those people who feel unwanted, unloved, and cared for throughout society. People that have become a burden to the society and are shunned by everyone. She went on to open a hospice for the poor, a home for sufferers of leprosy, and a home for orphans and homeless youths. Mother Teresa was honored with many awards throughout her life, from the Indian Padma Shri in 1960 to the inaugural Pope John XXIII Peace Prize in 1971 to Albania's Golden Honor of the Nation in 1994, and, most famously, the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. She refused the traditional Nobel Honor Banquet, instead requesting that the $192,000 budget be given to help the poor of India. She continued her work with the poor for the rest of her life, leading the Missionaries of Charity until just months before her death, Sept. 5, 1997. After being beatified in 2003, Mother Teresa was canonized on Sept. 4, 2016. In a ceremony at St. Peter's Square, Pope Francis declared her a saint, yet noted, with great spontaneity, "I think we will continue to call her Mother Teresa." Mother Teresa's true story is a powerful reminder of the importance of love, service, and generosity. Her life was a shining example of how we can all make a difference in the world, no matter how small our actions may seem. Despite her death, the legacy of Mother Teresa's charitable work continues through the Missionaries of Charity and the many individuals and organizations she inspired. She remains a symbol of selflessness, compassion, and dedication to serving humanity's most vulnerable members. Some regional photos. Nobel Peace in Oslo, Norway on December 11, 1979. Queen Elizabeth II presents the Order of Merit to Mother Teresa at the Presidential Palace on November 24, 1983 in Delhi, India. Princess Diana, the Princess of Wales, holds hands with a nun at Mother Teresa's hospice in Calcutta during her visit to India in February of 1992. A young Albanian born in Jezi Gongspa Jaksu, future Mother Teresa of Calcutta, with her sister Aga, in Macedonian traditional costume, circa 1925. Mother Teresa and the Poor in Calcutta, India in October 1979.